Now, the name soon to be heard around the universe is Mr. Mike TV.
Welcome to the most must-see channel. Welcome to Mike TV. And in today's video, I will be discussing everything Epic Universe related. I recently just got back from 2 days at Epic Universe. First time ever being there. Universal Orlando's newest theme park. Officially opens May 22nd, 2025. Universal Orlando released specific tickets for these preview dates only for Universal Orlando pass holders, for military freedom tickets, and also for Visa card holders, as well as exclusive tickets for Universal Orlando hotel guests if you're staying in a hotel during these dates for previews. Eventually, as you all know, Universal opened these tickets up for anybody, but the dates and availability were very limited. They are capped at a certain capacity, so the crowds aren't too overwhelming. So as soon as Universal released these original tickets, I jumped at the opportunity because I am a Visa card holder for Universal. I believe the price was slightly higher than the price for annual pass holders, but this is still cheaper than you would be if you went during regular Epic Universe dates starting on opening day and beyond. So not only is it cheaper, but the crowd level is going to be a lot more contained at these events. You're going to have a lot less people, so it's going to be more an enjoyable experience for us guests. So that was the main reason I jumped at this opportunity, and I also needed to be at this park as soon as possible because, like all of you, I've been waiting for this park since the day it was announced. I've been following along with every update, watching this park get built from dirt, clearing land, moving dirt around, to development progress, watching pictures from accounts such as BioReconstruct and the great breakdowns from Theme Park Stop, Alicia Stella. And now I got to step foot in this brand new park that I've been watching for years, and it was just surreal. So I'm here to break down my reaction of Universal Epic Universe. So I got to go for 2 days. I was there on a Friday and a Saturday. Friday was definitely the lighter crowd of the two. Friday was awesome. We stayed at the Terra Luna Resort, so this is the first time I'm staying at a Epic Universe hotel. These are the 3 hotels that were just built. The hotels give you the option to walk or take a bus. Bus is just a lot easier from the Terra Luna. It's about a 3 or 4 minute ride across the street. Drops you off at this brand new bus drop-off pickup station. It's about a 3 or 4 minute walk from the bus to the front entrance of Epic Universe. And this area alone was just beautiful. They did a great job with landscaping. There's great flowers everywhere. The soundtrack for Celestial Park / Epic Universe is outstanding. It's beautiful. It sounds like a lullaby. It really makes you, if you weren't emotional already, it definitely puts you in the emotional state of mind. We're excited for this park. We got there and it just blew all my expectations out of the water and really lived up to what I thought this park was going to be. Seeing the Kronos in person is just magic. It's beautifully constructed. There's so much going on. Once you walk through the Kronos, you're in Celestial Park. You see the big reveal. The Helios Grand is massive in the back of the park. You have an option to go left, which takes you to Super Nintendo World Dark Universe, or right, which takes you to How to Train Your Dragon or the Wizarding World. And right in the middle is this beautiful statue with great water features beyond it. And again, the landscaping in this Celestial Park area of Epic Universe is just beautiful. Stardust Racers is fantastic coaster. When you're on this attraction, it's so cool because the dueling aspect of it. The first half isn't so much dueling noticeable when you're on it, but once you hit that second launch, you duel and dance the entire way. It's just so much fun. The launches on this coaster are awesome. A little different than the Velocicoaster, but so much fun. The best part for me though is the dueling aspect while you're on this coaster, flying, going over hills and all this maneuvers. You're right there with the other coaster. There's a lot of close calls that you feel like you're about to hit them, which just adds to the thrill element, but it's great attraction. The length of it is awesome, just very well done. The audio for this attraction too is great. This is right up there with the best rides in the park. It's a great experience. I'm so, it fits in Celestial Park beautifully. Now moving into the lands, you're going to have a portal at each land. These portals are meant to take you from one section and bring you into the new land, which immerses you and makes you feel like you are in the game, movie, or whatever the land will be. Super Nintendo World had a great portal entrance. It takes you in through the green tubes from Super Nintendo. You take up an escalator, and the big reveal is that you open up into, basically it's like controlled chaos. There's just so much going on around you when the reveal hits. There's probably 20 to 30 animatronics moving all at once. There's people everywhere. There's noises. There's just so much going on, but it's kind of cool. I really like the immersion of it. You have the giant Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge entrance in front of you. You enter the land elevated, which is very unique compared to the other ones. This one has a multi-level land. So you come up on the top floor. You have the option to stay on the top floor, or you descend to go to different attractions. The top floor houses Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. The bottom floor has Yoshi's Adventure and Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, which has it's kind of like a mini land in Nintendo Land. There's another little portal that takes you from Super Nintendo World into Donkey Kong Country, which is great. It kind of splits it up into two. Donkey Kong, I feel, is way more or less congested, but it mainly just houses the one attraction as well as a food stand. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, first reaction, I really enjoyed the queue. The ride was pretty cool. AR technology, this is the first time I've used it on any theme park attraction. It's definitely unique. I think it worked pretty well, but I would prefer if this attraction was just a straight dark ride with no glasses, whether it would be 3D or AR. I caught myself looking under the glasses to see these sets, because some of the sets on this ride were pretty cool. If they could have just gone away with the glasses and figured out a way to make this either a cool dark ride or some sort of speed up the process of the ride vehicle, because you technically are racing, I believe that would have been cool. But Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is still a fun ride. I would definitely at least try to get on it once. The other attraction in this land is Yoshi's Adventure. This is like a people mover style attraction, most similar to the Seuss Trolley over at Islands of Adventure. This takes you a little bit above the land, slow moving ride. Get great views of Super Nintendo World. Has one indoor dark scene, which was really great. The only complaint I have for this, I wish it was a little longer, or I wish it took you more around Super Nintendo World. It is very limited in the space that it shows you, but it's still a fun ride. Always has a pretty low wait time. The third attraction here is Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, and it lives up to the name Madness because this line so far has always the longest line in the entire park. From opening to close, probably averages around 90 minutes, which is pretty crazy. It's great theming, pretty fun ride, speeds up, has there's great views through this ride. The waterfall in Donkey Kong Country is beautiful. The water feature where the coaster scoots over the water is pretty cool as well. One of the better rides here at Epic Universe for sure. Now over to Dark Universe, which is my personal favorite. From the moment you step through that portal, everything just goes dark. You hear these creepy noises. You have a little walkthrough before you get the big reveal of Darkmoor, which is the village here in Dark Universe. And at the end of Darkmoor is the big, giant Frankenstein's Manor, which houses Monsters Unchained. Frankenstein Experiment. On the way to this manor, you will encounter violinists, which is very unique for a theme park. You will see the Monster Makeover, which is where you can get your face painted to look like a monster. You will walk by the restaurant. You will see the Invisible Man. He has a little section where you can meet and greet. You will also see the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein. And there's the two attractions, Monsters Unchained and the Curse of the Werewolf, which is a spinning coaster. We did Curse of the Werewolf first because it was a shorter wait. Didn't really have high expectations for this ride, but after one or two rides, it kind of grew on us. It was very fun, the spinning aspect of it, because while you're moving, you can also face other guests and see their reaction to the attraction, which is very unique. Quite enjoyable. A short attraction, but it's pretty fun. decently well themed. You get a good glimpse of the Wolfman every time you pass through this certain area. The audio for this ride is very loud. The gold standard of theme park attractions, Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. This attraction is so good. I just can't get over that it's real. From the moment you step foot in Frankenstein's Manor in the queue, you know, this attraction has a great queue, and once you hit that second pre-show, it just set the tone for the attraction. You see Victoria Frankenstein, the awesome animatronic of her. She starts talking for a few minutes, and then you get one of probably the greatest animatronic in a pre-show ever, when Frankenstein himself comes out, the 7-foot tall Frankenstein. It was just a sight to behold. You gotta see it to put it in justice. Video or pictures doesn't do it. But then you go on the ride, and it's just one animatronic after another, and it just keeps hitting you, and you get so close to these animatronics because of the ride vehicle. It's just awesome. They move so fluidly and human-like. They did it. It's just a great attraction. I mean, it's heavy animatronic based, very low screen based, like so well done. It was so well done. I can't recommend this attraction enough, whether you are a fan of monsters or not. This attraction changes the game for theme park attractions. It's just so good. The Phantom of the Opera with the fire shooting up in your face, to the Wolfman and Dracula coming over the top of you, and just the scenes are awesome. It's just a great attraction. It's just so good. On to the next thing, which is where you will end up at the Helios Grand. Get great views of that, and into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. This is heavily Fantastic Beast related, so you will enter into Paris, and these buildings are massive. They're huge. It's beautiful Paris streets. I recently went to Paris, and this is pretty spot on to how Paris really is, with down to the cafe being right on the side of the curb. I mean, it's spot on. That cafe right on your left as you enter into this world is absolutely beautiful indoors. There's a lot of streets and windows to explore in this land, so I make sure you definitely do that. You have the show right in the middle of the land in a tent, and it's very deceiving because when you go into the show in the tent, it's quite a walk before you actually get to the building. Outside, all you see is a little tent, so that's definitely a great theme park magic trick there. And all the way to your left is the highlight attraction, Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, which currently is in a virtual queue. So the only way you can ride this attraction is if you get a virtual queue, which is nearly impossible. I mean, in a blink of an eye, the times are gone, so it's really crapshoot. You get 3 attempts per day. There's 3 different drops, 11, 3, and 6. First day we wiped out. Second day we were practically given up for the next one at 6 o'clock, but magically ended up getting one, and we were so lucky because we really wanted to experience this attraction, because Universal and Harry Potter, the attractions are usually a chef's kiss. The attraction itself is good. I really enjoyed it, but the best part about this attraction is the queue reveal, is the reveal in this queue. So you walk into a fireplace which transports you, and the way they transition this is just amazing. You walk through, there's smoke that shoots up, everything turns green. You walk through a little tunnel, green smoke shoots up again, and poof, the best theme park reveal in history. You're in the Ministry of Magic. What a sight to see. They did such a great job. It's so movie-like. It's just insane. Everybody has to experience this when you visit Epic Universe, whether you ride the attraction or not. I know they were letting guests into the queue just to see it, and because the line is very hard to get onto, it's kind of makes you speechless when you see it. The room is massive with all the detail into it, in the windows and everything. It's just an excellent job. And then the attraction itself is solid, but kind of doesn't live up to Harry Potter attractions in my book. I still prefer Forbidden Journey, Escape from Gringotts, and Hagrid's over Ministry of Magic. It's still a great ride. It's just heavy screens, and that's really not my thing. A lot of cool animatronics in the ride, but there's way more screens. It's not as thrilling, which kind of takes away from it a little bit. I know you're in an elevator. You're flying through the Ministry on an elevator. They did a great job with that, but I feel like it just could have been better. So if the wait time is insane, or if you're still doing this virtual queue thing, I wouldn't waste your time on it unless you're dying to see Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. And the final land here at the park is How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. Probably the most eye-pleasing land that they built. There's so much color, there's a lot of water, everything looks very, very pretty. This land also houses the most attractions and probably has the best food item in the park, in my opinion. First off, Hiccup Swing Gliders, great coaster. It's like a mini Hagrid, has a lot of great features, low to the ground, few launches, just a great ride, has a great story. You get to see your iconic characters from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Definitely my favorite attraction in this land. You also have Dragon Racers Rally, which I believe was my least favorite attraction in the entire park. It was just way too short, and it was kind of boring, in my opinion. You just go around in a circle. It was fine, but out of every attraction here, this is my least favorite. Then you have the Fire Drill, which is a boat water shooting attraction. Kind of low on my rankings going into the park, but it was honestly pretty fun. I would definitely do this every visit, as long as you don't get soaked. It's kind of up to you as the shooter, the other shooters on the ride, and also the ride itself. If you shoot at certain targets, they shoot back at you. So you have to be careful with that. On a hot day, this is a great attraction. You don't get drenched like you do at Islands of Adventure on those water rides. This is just, you get cooled off in it. It's a great attraction for families here at the park. And then they have the Untrainable Dragon, which is an awesome show. Definitely recommend it. So I'm so glad that it's here at Epic Universe. Great show. It was awesome seeing Toothless and Hiccup soaring in the sky. Is absolutely bizarre. One of the coolest elements in a show that I've ever seen. And then the food item that I was referring to is these mac and cheese cones, which have absolutely blown up all over social media. So I had to try one for myself, and it was absolutely fantastic. Whatever the cone is, I don't know exactly what it is, but it has like an everything bagel flavor to it. It is fantastic. This is easily the best thing I've had at the park, which we're gonna go over in a minute. I got to eat. I think I had this twice because it was very good. But food-wise at the park, we went to Oakenstar Tavern, which was a great restaurant, quick service style. The mango bread was probably the highlight of this restaurant, but the meats there are also very well. The brisket was smooth like butter. So the Pizza Moon, great pizza. There was a lot of hype about this as well, so we had to try it. Great ambiance in this restaurant. There's a lot of things moving around, and it's a great setting for the Pizza Moon. Pizza was very good, probably the best pizza I've had in a theme park. It's not a New York style like over at Louis and Studios. It's just good. It's very well done. Got to eat at Das Steakhouse in Dark Universe. Very good. Had the blood orange chicken sandwich, comes with fries. Black bun was a little rough, but the chicken and the blood sauce that they use on the chicken was fantastic. Definitely recommend it. The theming in that restaurant is also very well done. Overall, Epic Universe was an absolute blast. It's crazy to experience a theme park that is built in this era. Everything is brand new. I'm so happy that I got to go there for 2 days, especially before the park officially opens to all guests, because it's going to be absolute mayhem for a little while. To go there with limited crowd levels, there were still long lines, but not as long as they would be on a regular day. There was just so much hype for it, and to be there and do everything, I don't know what to say really. It was great. Epic Universe, they hit the nail on the head with it. I suggest you go. I encourage everybody to head out there as soon as you can. It's an awesome experience. Thanks for tuning in to Mike TV. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more Universal Orlando content.